Okay, so I think we can start now. So welcome everyone. Hoş geldiniz. Dersimiz başlıyor. Bugün Body Parts Idioms Part 2 yapacağız. Last week we were talking about them as part first, but we didn't have enough time to complete. Now we will do the rest of these idioms. And for those who are not there, and for you to review, I will show the list of the verse again. Then we will talk about the other parts, the other idioms. So let's start. Hemen başlayalım. So here is our body. It's not a full list. For example, shoulders are also missing, or knees are missing, but it's just the most important parts. You should, I don't know, after the lesson you should take a look at this. You should memorize all of these parts. They are important, and our idioms will involve these parts. If you joined the previous lesson, you might see these. So for example, baş is the head, and we have so many idioms with baş. Başı göğe ermek, başı üstünde olmak, başından aşağı kaynar sular dökülmek, and all the other parts. We talked about them like this. I'm just moving a bit fast. So last time we ended it here at bacak. Bacak kadar boyu olmak. It is about the height. When someone is short, we kind of use it to judge them. It is like saying that you can't do something, you can't have a rational opinion because you are just too short. But it's not necessarily physically. We just say this to dismiss someone's opinion. As you can see in the examples, bacak kadar boyun ile bu işlere bulaşma. Like, don't get involved, don't try to take care of this. Like, we can't do it. That's the implication behind it. Anyway, so now today, let me just show you. Today we will talk about the other parts. So the first one is kol. Birincisi önce kol. Kol ile başlıyoruz. Kol ne demekti? Kol arm demekti. We did call? Oh, we did call. Yeah, wait. We did call. We did this slide. Kaş. Yes, we are starting with kaş. So these three idioms. Kaşla göz arasında. Kaşının altında gözün var. Kaş yapayım derken göz çıkarmak. So the first one, what do you think it means? When you read it, if you can recognize the individual words, kaşla göz arasında. Arasında is the preposition. Between the eye and the eyebrow. Okay, 1 second. Eyelid? No. Between... Wait. Yes, exactly. In the blink of an eye. in English they have this idiom, but in Turkish we say kaşla göz arasında. Let's call it to happen so quickly, like in the blink of an eye. So I think the idea behind this, the space between an eye and eyebrow is too small. So something that happens in kaşla göz arasında, it happens very quickly. The distance to cover is too small. So you can go from one point to the other. An example to that sentence would be çocuk kaşla göz arasında ne yaptı? He did something. Kaşla göz arasında okula girdi. He entered school in the blink of an eye, as in security will say that he was, he was watching the kids, he was looking for them, but some kid just, slipped in. Or kaşla göz arasında bir şeyler or yemek için bir şeyler hazırladım. And he's growing up so fast, I don't think we will use it for this because first, growing up is a very long period. It takes years. And also, there needs to be completed events. Growing up has no completed point. They keep growing. Oh, okay. Okula girdi is entered the school. And like they sneaked in. Okay? So yeah, when something happens in a very quick time period, like very quickly, just happens, like without you even realizing, you can use this idiom. Kaşla göz arasında oldu. Kaşla göz arasında gitti. Kaşla göz arasında geldi. Whatever your verb is, you can use it with this idiom. Okay. And next one. Kaşının altında gözün var. Kaşının altında gözün var. And now the individual words. Kaş, as we know, eyebrow. Altında is the preposition, which means under. Göz is the eye. Gözün, your eye, or you have an eye. Var, there is. You have an eye under your eyebrow. Yeah, it's a full sentence. It's exactly as I translate it. You have an eye under your eyebrow. But what is it? What is the figurative implication? Do you have an idea? Stating the obvious, that would make sense, but no, that's not why we use it. No, I don't think you can really get this idea because it's very abstract and not even related to the logic. It's more like we say this idiom when we do something and we We do it because we want to do it. And when someone asks why, you want to say, just because I want to. We use this reason, and it's a made-up reason that doesn't make even sense. The point here is you can do things just because you want to do it. Okay, and let me just type the definition tanım. Just because. But in what context would we use it? Just because is a bit still not very clear. So let's imagine that I will use an example from the server. I, kick someone from the server just because I don't like them. And you ask me why. Then I say, kaşığın altında gözü var, o yüzden. Or, when someone asks like, why was I kicked? Then I can say, kaşığın altında gözün var diye yaptım, istediğimi yaparım. I can do whatever I want, even for this silly reason. So I don't need a reason, but if I need to, give you a reason, that's my reason. And yes, it is mean, it is abuse, but it happens in real life. So when you do something that is a bit mean and rude to someone, when you want to sound bold, you can use this. Kaşının altında gözün var diye seni sunucudan attım. I kicked you because, why not? Just because. For a stupid excuse. Okay, so these examples, these explanations are probably too open to interpretation. They work best in context. That's why I'm trying to give you examples. Or let's imagine that you apply to a job, but they reject you. And then you ask why, or you want to tell someone that you won't get into a job, they will reject you whatever you do. Kaşının altında gözün var derler, seni işe almazlar. So, if they don't want to take you into the job, if they don't want to promote you, they will just find a reason, they will find an excuse and reject you. They will say something really stupid like this and reject it. Okay? Is this clear? It's a very figurative. Maybe you should use them in your life and we can tell you if it's correct or not. Most of these are better when you try them, and if it doesn't work, we will tell you and you will learn that you will grasp the idea over time. Okay, great. And the next one, the last one in this, kaş yapayım derken göz çıkarmak. So again, individual words. Göz çıkarmak, kaş yapayım derken. So we know kaş, we know göz. We know yapmak. Yapmak means to do. Yapayım is the optative mood, technically. So like, derken is also, it's not to like while saying. It's like while you mean to do something. No, it's not taking the I out. Çıkarmak here is in putting something, like making something. So like a different example. When someone draws an art, at the end we say güzel iş çıkardın. Güzel resim çıkardın. Like you brought it into life. You made it out. So when you are trying to make an eyebrow, you end up making an eye. Ortaya çıkarmak, yes. That's the çıkarmak in this context. Not as in taking out, but more like bringing into the existence. No, that's not a nice phrase. That's a negative thing. We use this when something bad happens. So literally, while trying to make an eye, ending up with making an eyebrow. So while trying to do a nice thing, you mess up and do something bad. It's like you do something bad, but your intention was good. You try to do something nice, but you mess up, you make a mistake, something goes wrong, and you end up hurting the other person, doing something wrong for them. Just like in that picture. The male bee is trying to do something nice by giving a flower to the female bee, but accidentally he kills her. So, arı kaş yapayım derken göz çıkardı. It's like when something nice goes wrong and ends up with a bad thing. Okay? And let's use examples. Mesela ne olabilir? Sevgilime hediye aldım ama annesi yakaladı ve çok kızdı. I bought a gift for my girlfriend, but her mom caught it, like found out and got very mad. So I put my girlfriend in trouble with her mom. But my intention was only to buying a gift. I was trying to do a nice thing. But at the end, the result was very bad. I was trying to make an eye. İyi bir şey yapmak istiyordum. Ama kötü bir şeyle sonuçlandı. It ended up with a bad thing. Maybe you can try giving a context, an example. It happens like, yeah, any time in the real life. You try to do a nice thing, maybe like you compliment someone or you make a joke to make bonds with that person. They take offense, they get mad, and you mess up. Kaş yapayım derken göz çıkardım. Or yes, Ketay. Kıza duygu, not duyu, because duyu is like a sense. Duygularımı açıklayayım derken onu temelli kaybettim. I was trying to open up. I was trying to express and confess my feelings, but I lost her. She got mad, something bad happened. It went completely wrong than what I had in mind. Okay? So, now we will move to burun. Next part, next idiom, we will have burun. Try to remember what burun was. Wait. Burun. Burun is the nose, correct. And we have these three idioms about or with burun. Burnu havada olmak, burnu sürtülmek, burnunu sokmak. I'm sure these are easier to understand because these are a bit more closer to the real life. For example, burnu havada olmak. Now the individual words, burun is the nose, but u at the end is the possessive suffix, so his or her burun. Hava is the air, da in the air, olmak, to have your nose in the air. And I think, yeah, these have universal meanings. When your nose is in the air, as in when your nose is too high, it means you are snobby, you're arrogant. Like, imagine a cartoon character always keeping their nose up in the air. They always look down on others. So having your nose in the air, being snobby, arrogant. Okay, so herkes onu çok sevdiği için onun burnu biraz havada. And also that's how we use it. Olmak, we use it as a to be verb, and we say his or her nose is in the air. Onun burnu havada. Sometimes you can use it as an adjective. Burnu havada insanlarla konuşmak istemiyorum. I don't want to talk to people who have their nose in the air. I don't want to talk to arrogant people. I don't want to talk to snobby people. So yeah, this is also a saying in English, so now you can get the meaning easier. So let's talk about the second one. Burnu sürtülmek. Sürtülmek. What is the verb? You may recognize the sür part as in driving or putting on a cream or something, but it's not the case here. That's not the root. Sürtmek is the root. And then ül is the passive voice suffix. Sürtülmek. Yes, sürtmek is rubbing off. Like you put your hand on the wall, you rub it on the wall like up and down, or you can put it on the floor. And ül makes it passive, so to be rubbed. To be rubbed? I think so. But what does it mean? Yes, what does it mean when someone does this to you? No, no. It's not proving wrong, not a noise. No, when someone puts you on the floor and rubs your nose against the floor, it's actually a negative thing. Teaching you a lesson. That's close. So teaching you a lesson as in showing you how real life is. Showing you how harsh things are. So, for example, we say, first let me type it here, rubbing someone's nose on the floor, as in teaching them a lesson. Mopping the floor maybe. So, çocuğun babası, the kid's dad, öldükten sonra, after the kid's dad died, onun burnu çok sürtüldü. After the kid's dad died, the kid's nose was rubbed on the floor, as in the kid went through a lot of trouble, a lot of pain. Like he got life experience because other people were harsh on him. He didn't have a dad to protect him. So he learned things. He learned how life works. Or bu çocuk çok şımarık. This kid is very spoiled. Onu sanayiye gönderin. This is a cultural reference, by the way. Sanayi is, let me check. I don't know the English word. Where things are manufactured and repaired, like the cars. Like when your car breaks, you take it to the repair, and that area, that site, is sanayi. Industry, maybe, the industrial site, industrial district, yes. And when kids get bad grades from school, parents send them to industrial districts so they will work there under someone's command, and they will actually onların burnu sürtülür. They will have to endure some harsh training, so they will now study better because they will learn that life is harsh. So bu çocuk çok şımarık. This kid is very spoiled. Onu sanayiye gönderin. Send him to the industry. Biraz burnu sürtülür. Hayatı öğrenir. His nose will be a bit rubbed. He will learn his lesson. He will learn how life is. Yes, Megan, that's what I said. It's a cultural thing. It's a common thing in families, in parents. So a harsh training, when they, keep yelling at you, when they keep making you work, you will get an experience and learn how the, bitter things are. So that's how we say it. If someone goes through a lot of trouble, onun burnu sürtüldü. Or when you want to teach someone how harsh the life is, onun burnu sürtülsün. Okay? And the last one, burnunu sokmak. I'm sure you will know this. Burnunu sokmak. So let's break this down. Burun, there's a hidden dropped u here. That's a grammatical rule when there's some type of vowels at the end. When they get a vowel suffix, they drop. So burun turns into burnu, nu, accusative, sokmak, sokmak. Sokmak is maybe sticking or inserting. So yeah, sticking your nose in other people's business. That's the Turkish idiom for that. Literal translation. The same thing. Sticking your nose in other people's business. Yes. So let's say that you are talking to someone and a third person, someone else, keeps asking intrusive questions and they keep telling you what to do. You get annoyed and you want some peace. Then you can say, biz ikimiz konuşuyoruz. We two are talking. Two as in the other person. Sen burnunu sokma. Or ben o bu benim hayatım. This is my life. Bu benim hayatım. Sen burnunu sokma. This is my life. Don't stick your nose in my life. Don't tell me what to do. And burnunu sokmak yeterli. Yes. I mean, yeterli as in it's necessary. It's enough to say it. You can simply say burnunu sokma. Like don't stick your nose. Okay. I hope this is also clear. It's pretty straightforward. Don't stick your nose. Yeah, by itself, stop interfering, stop sticking your nose, stop getting involved. Okay, and the next one